Well, all the Defenders are in New York. Yeah, that's right. Earlier this week, we found out Jessica Jones herself, Krysten Ritter, would indeed return for Daredevil Born Again Season 2. But earlier today, we got new social media posts from Finn Jones and Mike Coulter that have set the internet on fire. Let's take a couple minutes to talk about what they posted, more importantly, where they posted it from, and why this seems to almost confirm these characters are about to return in the second season of Daredevil. Well, after months and months of speculations and rumors and false reports, we finally got some confirmation on a return of a Defenders character. Now, earlier this week, we found out officially that Krysten Ritter will return as Jessica Jones in the second season of Born Again. But it sounds like Daredevil might be getting some more backup from other members of his Defenders crew. Now, as many of you remember, back when these characters were on Netflix, we got probably one of the best television superhero crossovers from Marvel ever. After introducing all of these characters in their own shows, we got all 4 characters in a one-series event called The Defenders, where we saw all of these characters, along with some of their supporting characters, team up to face off with The Hand and Elektra. Now, I quite enjoyed that first season of The Defenders, but since then, obviously, all these Netflix shows got shelved, and we moved into the MCU era where we saw Daredevil return, along with Jon Bernthal's Frank Castle, and now officially Krysten Ritter as Jessica Jones. Now, to be clear, we have not gotten official confirmation on Mike Coulter's Luke Cage and Finn Jones's Danny Rand returning for the second season. That was not part of that Disney presentation, but we did find out earlier today that both actors have confirmed that they are currently in New York City. So let's check those both out. Here's the one from Mike Coulter. And here's the one from Finn Jones. Now, to be fair, these posts don't actually include any Born Again references or hints, and like in the past, it could be a complete coincidence. But it definitely has everybody talking that Coulter and Jones might be set to reunite with their Defender friends in the upcoming season of Born Again, which is shooting right now. Now, additionally, in a recent Q&A session, the Cosmic Circus's Alex Perez actually flat out said that, quote, all 4 Defenders to pop up soon, meaning apparently he had heard that these characters will indeed return in the second season of the show. Now, quite honestly, the show's been in production for a little while, and based on when we got the news of Krysten Ritter's return along with these characters, it has led me to speculate a couple of things. Brad Wonderbaum has made it very clear these are going to be annual shows, meaning they intend on releasing them every year around the same time, so we should be getting a Season 3 of Daredevil about 12 months after Season 2 drops. Now, where the production sits right now, it highly suggests to me that if these 2 characters are returning, and I honestly believe they both are, well, they are very likely to be part of the finale of this second season of Born Again. I highly suspect Jessica Jones will probably be part of maybe 2 or 3 episodes, but then we'll have a huge surprise to close out the second season, seeing Iron Fist and Luke Cage once again return. Now, this allows them to focus on the current story and not try to fill in the gaps of what happened after the Netflix shows. The last we saw both characters, there was a lot of story up in the air. Luke Cage had apparently become a crime boss in Harlem, and Danny Rand had taken on a very Orson Randall aspect to his powers, sporting those 2 classic Iron Fist pistols. We also saw Colleen Wing, who actually was the current Iron Fist, and of course Misty Knight with her robotic arm. So there were a lot of details that were never untangled at the end of those series, and I don't think Marvel is going to dive into that too much. They'll just focus on this current story by limiting the number of episodes they show up in. Well, it doesn't force their hand into revealing what exactly happened after the shows. Now, obviously, we're going to watch this pretty carefully. I think it would be great if all 4 of the Defenders once again returned. These shows were really great. If you go back and watch them again, despite some of their problems, they were quite good. They did a great job with the budgets they had. And now that these basically have MCU budgets versus old Netflix budgets, well, I think they can do these characters a lot more justice. But until we know more, what do you guys think? Do you think these 2 posts indicate both Mike Coulter and Finn Jones are indeed returning for Daredevil Born Again? And if so, how big of a footprint do you think they'll have on Season 2? Tell me what you think in the comments below. Before we take off, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and ring the bell for all the updates. We do daily Marvel and DC news, and we want to bring you all the news truthfully and transparently so you're really in the know.